Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered if the life you are living right now is not random at all, but the result of the thoughts you repeat every single day? What if your future is not something that suddenly appears one day, but something you quietly build moment by moment through your habits, your mindset, and your inner voice? In this episode, you will discover how your thoughts shape your reality, how small daily actions matter more than motivation, and how you can start becoming your future self today, even before anything changes around you. This is not just about improving your English. It is about understanding how your mind works and how to take control of it. Because once you learn how to guide your thoughts, you begin to guide your life, and that is where real change begins. And if this lesson gave you something useful, I'd love it if you tapped like and subscribe to the channel. It helps you stay connected, and it also helps this little learning community grow. Every click really does make a difference. With love, let's dive in. Why do your thoughts control your life? Your thoughts are not just random ideas that come and go. They are powerful patterns that quietly shape how you feel, how you act, and what you believe is possible for you. When you repeat the same thoughts again and again, they start to feel true, even if they are not. If your inner voice often says, "I can't do this," or "I'm not ready," your actions will follow that belief. You may hesitate, avoid opportunities, or stop trying too soon. But if your thoughts say, "I am learning," or "I can improve with time," something changes. You begin to take small steps forward, even if you feel unsure. Your life starts to move in a different direction. So the real question is not just what you want in life, but what you are telling yourself every day. Because your thoughts are not just inside your mind, they are shaping your future. What is your inner voice really saying? Your inner voice is always there, quietly speaking in the background of your day. Sometimes you notice it, sometimes you don't, but it never stops. It comments on your actions, judges your progress, and predicts what might happen next. And over time, this voice becomes your reality. If it is negative, critical, or full of doubt, it can slowly limit your confidence and your choices. You may start to believe that you are not capable, not ready, or not good enough. But here is something important to understand. Your inner voice is not always telling the truth. It is often repeating old beliefs, past experiences, or fears that no longer serve you. When you begin to listen carefully, you can start to question it. And once you question it, you can change it. That is where real growth begins. Can changing your thoughts really change your future? It may sound simple, almost too simple, but changing your thoughts can truly change your direction in life. Not because thoughts magically create success overnight, but because they influence your behavior, your decisions, and your energy. When your thoughts become more supportive, more hopeful, and more focused, your actions start to reflect that. You become more willing to try, to learn, and to continue even when things feel difficult. And these small actions, repeated over time, create real results. The opposite is also true. Negative thoughts can hold you back, make you stop, or prevent you from even starting. So changing your thoughts is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about choosing thoughts that help you move forward instead of staying stuck. And that choice, repeated daily, can completely reshape your future. Why do small habits matter more than motivation? Many people wait for motivation. They wait to feel ready, excited, or inspired before they take action. But motivation is not always reliable. Some days you feel strong and focused. Other days you feel tired, distracted, or unsure. If you depend only on motivation, your progress will be inconsistent. That is why habits are so powerful. Habits do not depend on how you feel. They depend on what you decide to do regularly. Even small actions, when repeated every day, create powerful change over time. Reading a little, practicing a skill, or adjusting your thinking. These may seem small in the moment, but they build momentum, and momentum creates confidence. So instead of asking, "Do I feel motivated today?" a better question is, "What small action can I take today anyway?" Because consistency, not motivation, is what truly shapes your future. What does it mean to think as if? Thinking as if means you begin to act, think, and feel like the person you want to become, even before you fully see the results in your life. It does not mean pretending or lying to yourself. It means choosing a mindset that supports your growth. For example, instead of thinking, "I will be confident one day," you start asking, "How would a confident person think right now?" And then you try to follow that thinking. You speak a little more clearly. You take small risks. You trust your progress. This approach helps you close the gap between your present self and your future self. Because when your actions start to match your future identity, change begins faster than you expect. You are no longer waiting to become that person. You are already practicing it. And practice, over time, becomes reality. Why do most people stay stuck in the same patterns? Most people stay stuck not because they lack ability, but because they repeat the same thoughts and habits without noticing. The brain loves comfort and familiarity, even if that comfort is limiting. When you follow the same routine, think the same way, and react the same way every day, your life stays predictable. And while that may feel safe, it also prevents growth. Change requires awareness. You need to notice your patterns before you can improve them. For example, if you always avoid challenges because you fear failure, that pattern will continue until you question it. Once you become aware, you can slowly start to respond differently. You do not need a big, dramatic change, just a small shift in how you think or act, and that small shift, repeated consistently, can break the cycle and move you forward. How can you start changing your mindset today? Changing your mindset does not require a perfect plan or a big decision. It starts with small awareness in your daily life. The first step is simply noticing your thoughts without judging them. When you catch yourself thinking something negative or limiting, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this helping me or holding me back? This simple question creates space for change. Then, gently replace that thought with something more supportive. Not something unrealistic, but something more balanced, like, "I am still learning," or "I can improve with practice." Over time, these small changes begin to shift how you see yourself and your abilities. It may feel slow at first, but consistency is key. You are training your mind just like you would train a muscle, and the more you practice, the stronger your mindset becomes. Why is your future built in small moments? Your future is not created in one big decision. It is built in small, quiet moments that often go unnoticed. It is in the way you respond when things feel difficult, the way you speak to yourself when you make a mistake, and the choices you make when no one is watching. These moments may seem small, but they repeat every day, and repetition creates results. If you choose to give up in small moments, that pattern grows. But if you choose to continue, even in a small way, that also grows. Over time, these small decisions shape your habits, and your habits shape your life. This is why consistency matters more than perfection. You do not need to be perfect every day. You just need to keep moving forward, even slowly, because progress is built step by step, not all at once. What happens when you take control of your thoughts? When you begin to take control of your thoughts, something powerful starts to change. You no longer feel controlled by fear, doubt, or negative patterns. Instead, you become more aware of what is happening inside your mind, and you learn how to guide it. This does not mean you will never have negative thoughts again. That is normal. But now, you do not automatically believe them. You observe them, question them, and choose how to respond. This creates a sense of calm and control. You start to feel more confident in your decisions and more focused on your goals. Over time, this mental clarity leads to better actions, stronger habits, and more consistent progress. And slowly, your external life begins to reflect your internal change. Because when you take control of your mind, you begin to take control of your future. Why is consistency more powerful than intensity? Consistency may not feel exciting, it may not give you quick results or strong emotions, but it is one of the most powerful forces in creating change. When you act consistently, even in small ways, you build trust with yourself. You prove that you can show up, even when you do not feel like it. Intensity, on the other hand, often comes and goes. You may feel highly motivated one day and do a lot, but then stop completely the next day. This creates a cycle of starting and stopping, which slows your progress. Consistency breaks that cycle. It creates stability, and stability creates growth. Even 5 minutes of effort every day is more valuable than 1 hour once a week, because it keeps your mind engaged, your habits active, and your direction clear. Over time, these small, repeated efforts become something strong and lasting. What separates your present self from your future self? The difference between your present self and your future self is not luck. It is not talent, and it is not a perfect moment. It is the daily choices you make, especially when no one is watching. Your future self is simply the result of repeated actions, repeated thoughts, and repeated decisions over time. If you continue with the same habits and the same thinking, your future will look very similar to your present. But if you begin to adjust even small things, your direction starts to change. It is not about becoming a completely different person overnight. It is about becoming a slightly better version of yourself each day. And these small improvements, when added together, create a powerful transformation. So instead of asking, "When will my life change?" a better question is, "What am I doing today that is shaping my tomorrow?" How do you stay on track when it feels hard? There will be days when things feel difficult, when your energy is low, your motivation is gone, and your progress feels slow. This is a normal part of any journey. The key is not to avoid these moments, but to understand how to move through them. On difficult days, your goal is not to do everything perfectly. It is simply to not stop completely. Even a very small action can keep you connected to your path. You can adjust your effort, but you should not abandon it. It also helps to remind yourself why you started. Not in a dramatic way, but in a calm and clear way. You are building something meaningful, step by step, and every small effort still counts. When you accept that some days will be harder than others, you stop expecting perfection and you start focusing on progress. And that mindset keeps you moving forward. What happens when your mindset finally shifts? When your mindset begins to shift, the change may not be loud or dramatic, but it is very real. You start to notice that your reactions are different. Situations that once made you feel stuck or overwhelmed now feel more manageable. You begin to trust yourself more. You no longer depend only on external results to feel confident. You find that confidence in your effort and your consistency. Your focus becomes clearer, and your decisions become more intentional. You are not just reacting to life anymore, you are shaping it. And even if your external situation has not fully changed yet, you feel different inside. This internal shift is powerful because it changes how you experience everything. And over time, this new mindset influences your actions, your habits, and eventually, your results. Real change always begins within, and then it grows outward. Are you ready to take control starting today? At the end of this journey, the most important question is simple. Are you ready to take control of your thoughts, your habits, and your direction starting today? Not tomorrow, not when you feel more prepared, but now, in this moment. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need to feel completely confident. You only need to begin. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Choose one small action and repeat it. That is enough, because every meaningful change begins with a simple decision, followed by consistent action. You are not trying to become perfect. You are trying to become better, step by step, and that is always possible. Your future is not something far away. It is something you are creating right now, with every thought and every action. So take that first step and continue, because the life you want begins with what you do today. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss the next lesson. Your support means so much. It keeps this space alive and growing. With love. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you.